Well, hello everyone, this is CJ with Cycletron. I thought I'd do a quick, roughly 130 mile update. I've had this bike for a week and then I promptly had to go out of town for most of the week for work. So, got a little bit of riding on it and I wanted to share my initial impressions. I'll just tell you right off the bat, I absolutely love this bike. I'm so happy to have it. It's a very smooth machine and I'm very comfortable on it. Now, I haven't taken a long distance trip on it yet, but just around town and riding it for an hour or so at a time, really comfortable. Initially had a little bit of cramping in my triceps and the palms of my hands because of different riding position that I'm normally accustomed to, but that really hasn't been an issue. I figured even if I had to join the gym to get me in better riding shape for a sport bike like this, it would be worth it and have benefits in other areas of my life. So again, I'm very happy with this bike. I absolutely love this thunder gray metallic color, and it's candy red something for the accent colors. This part of the tank is steel, which I like. Probably going to get a bit of a tank pad protector here, I think. So let's start it up and go on a quick ride. It's pretty quiet. I'm going to ride it stock for a while and see how much long distance riding I actually do on it. I'm not too keen on having a loud exhaust for long distance riding, but a louder exhaust with a little bit better performance, or I should say smoother performance. This bike's got all the power I need right out of the gate. Might be in order. So let's go on a ride. So this bike has a lot of tech on it, as you would expect for Suzuki's top-of-the-line motorcycle. The one thing it doesn't have is self-canceling turn signals, and actually I'm okay with that. At first I thought that was a deficiency, then I noticed with my son's motorcycles, one boy has a BMW F900, the other has a Triumph Street Triple, and the algorithms on those turn signals aren't very good. In the case of one bike, the signal stays on way too long, and in the case of the other bike, it cancels way too soon, in my opinion. Probably 95% of the motorcycles I've ever owned, which is 30 plus motorcycles, have not had self-canceling turn signals. Turns out, in my experience, the best self-canceling routine comes with newer Harley-Davidson motorcycles, at least the ones I've ridden that were model years 2018 and above. Those are really dialed in nearly perfectly. You know, if you're a newer rider who's not in the habit of canceling your turns signals, say if you're coming from a vehicle, a car driving background, it is a safety issue, or can be. But you know, I think it provides slightly higher level of engagement riding the motorcycle if you're in tune with what's going on and canceling and initiating and canceling the turns yourself. So I'm okay with it. With all the tech on the bike, I don't know why they didn't mess with that. It's just kind of a curiosity to me, but no big deal. But this bike is utterly smooth and powerful. I can't wait to put some serious miles on it. So, for you out there, how old is too old for a sport bike? For you, anyway. Do you have the belief that older riders should stick with cruiser motorcycles and leave the sport bikes for the young people? Please let me know what you think, because I don't ascribe to that thinking at all. Now, if it turns out that I'm just totally uncomfortable on this bike, I'll admit it and move on. But I don't see that happening. Particularly since I plan on keeping this bike and my Katana indefinitely. Like I said, I'm getting ready to turn 59. If I can, I plan to work pretty close to full time until I'm 77, and don't ask me how I picked that age. But that's nearly 20 more years, and I definitely plan on riding a variety of motorcycles and continue to ride motorcycles during that period, if not longer.
So certainly working can help support my motorcycle addiction. And I hate throwing the word addiction around too much, but I definitely have the bug when it comes to motorcycles and performance cars. And once it gets in your blood, it's just there. Now, it doesn't mean I'm having to ride flat out all the time to have enjoyment. I'm planning on just really cruising around on this bike, especially since I'm going to have Montana plates and I live in Kansas. I've purchased so many vehicles in the last 10 years and get creamed with the 10% sales tax and the outrageous property tax. I'm over it. So I set up my Montana LLC. I'll put a link. I've got an affiliate link there in the description for this video if you want to check it out. Use your own guidance on that, or talk to their attorneys, see what the best options might be for you. So I did that with my wife's SV650, ran it through Montana, and I did the same thing on this bike. It costs about $1,000 to set up the LLC, and then after that it's about $100 a plate for a motorcycle, and it's a permanent plate. So that's pretty nice. The other thing you could do if you run motorcycles through Montana, I mean, people licensed side-by-sides like this one over here. I mean, they're not street legal here in Kansas, but they'll run through Montana and get plates for it. Same thing with supermotos. If the manufacturer's certificate of origin shows off-road use for a motorcycle, you cannot convert it to a supermoto, even if you got all the turn signals, horns, lights, everything. But you don't have that issue because that actually may be an upcoming project where we build a supermoto and run it through the Montana LLC so I can get street legal plates for it. But back to this bike. Absolutely love it. I don't know how this bike would be with a passenger. I'm sure it would handle the weight just fine. But I've got the seat cowl on order. I'm planning on riding this bike solo. Same with my Katana, which is fine since my wife now got her own bike to learn on. So that's a quick 144 mile update for having this bike for a week. If you have some specific questions about the Hayabusa, or riding a sport bike, or being an older person riding a sport bike, please let me know in the comments section. I'll be sure and address your comments either in the replies or in a future video. So thanks very much for watching, and please stay tuned for future videos.